Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Amy.
Sorry, guys. So we have a very special guest with us. So, very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
So, Marianne Brantly. I am in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Awesome. So, Marianne, what do you do?
Well, I am a recent retiree from my district there in Clarksville, Montgomery County, and I just started doing private dyslexia therapy.
And I hear you're a QI in training.
I am a QI in
We've had a
training.
lot of us come through. There are 200-something QIs. No, is it 300-something QIs, I think.
Oh, wow.
You know, if you go on the website and you type member search, put QI, it'll come up with the number.
True. I forgot about that.
So we were just talking before we went live
Yes.
that you grew up in the same district in which you taught.
I grew up in the same district that I was taught in, so in Clarksville, Montgomery County there in Tennessee. So I was a child that started there in 76, I guess, is when I started kindergarten and went all the way through high school and went to college there at Austin Peay State University and then started teaching in 1994.
Wow.
So, yeah, I started out as a first grade teacher and then taught it for 5-6 years, then went to third grade, decided I wanted a little older, and then left for 1 year to have my first son and took off that year. And then when I came back, worked another year in third grade and then went back down to first because decided the little people were my love.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then became an academic coach for like 17, 18 years and was training teachers there in the district. And kind of got to know some of the other schools there in the district. But then my longest stint was at Barksdale Elementary.
So what made
which
you
is-
decide to go through CALT training if you were doing instructional coaching and all of that?
So because of the instructional coaching, we got a lot of training. And Dr. Carol Thigpen from MTSU there, she worked for the Center for Dyslexia, and she would come to Clarksville to do a lot of training with academic coaches. And I got to really know her on a personal level. And that's then what started my journey, because I was like, okay, as a teacher, I could see that there were so many children that were struggling to read. And even as a first grade and third grade teacher, I now look back and say, dyslexia was no doubt what it was with those students, but I just didn't quite know I just knew that they were struggling.
Sure.
And when the parents would come and say, hey, what can we do at home? And of course, the coined phrase, oh, well, just read more at home.
Yeah,
just
right.
do more of this at home. And I was thinking, and so I can't go backwards.
Right.
I can only go forward. So now
Right.
that I know better, I always want to do better. And so in 2019, I, outside MTSU, because of a training I'd gone to, sent a flyer out. And I was like, I want to do this. And so that's what started my CALT journey. So
you're in the same cohort with Chris, like Chris is the QI over you, or no? Middle Tennessee?
no.
Okay.
So David was our trainer there
That's it.
at Curry Ingram Academy in Brentwood. So we would drive up from Clarksville. That's about a 45-minute drive. So we would drive up there, started that summer, finished. Then COVID hit and had to go from in-person learning to virtual training. And so finished in 2021 and got my certification in 2022.
Wow.
And then continued as a reading interventionist in my building. So went from academic coach to interventionist. And then when I retired, thought, well, hey, I could still do this privately and supplement income and absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
now I get to meet all the parents and the students more one-on-one
Yes.
and really form a relationship with them.
So what is your practice look like? How many students do you have? Is it
So I work 26 hours a week, and a lot of it is after school. So I work I have a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock shift
Yes.
Monday through Thursday. But I also have getting out in that homeschool community.
Yeah.
I have a homeschool parent that brings both of her daughters, both of which are dyslexic, and I see them one-on-one back-to-back. And one's a second grader, see her for an hour 5 days a week, and one's a kindergartner, and I see her 30 minutes 5 days a week.
Very
yeah,
nice.
it's fun. Sounds like
I
we have
love
very
it.
similar pattern. Like I have private practice too, and I have a very similar setup.
I love, and it's amazing. I also do a house call for a parent 2 mornings a week before the child goes to school, and also there's a private school in town that I have several parents for those students. And so I've been trying to kind of meet them during the school day, because as you two know, it's difficult when you have dyslexia. By the time school's out,
Yep.
you work so
Exhausted.
hard
Yeah.
that you're just tired.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So how are you going to work out doing the qualified instructor training and managing your private practice? Do you have a goal for that?
That has been a lot of fun trying to figure that out. And no, I do not have like a plan yet. I know just going through the coursework has been challenging, but at the same time, I have learned too some things that as you are going through in the training, and I look back now and go, oh, I should have done this probably a little deeper level. So it's really made me more aware, and I'm becoming more explicit in what I do.
Even in
every
your
day.
therapy practice.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Gotcha.
I-
Making
I've noticed
modifications
that
and
too.
adjustments, and then what's it going to look like afterwards? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. You'll probably
So, yeah.
start a little cohort just to get your feet wet. That's kind of how I did it. I did it with just, I think, 3
And are
people.
y'all in person or virtual? Because that's been my kind of hang up. I'm more of an in-person
You would be
kinda gal.
surprised. I have a billion cohorts, but like 4 of them are in person and 2 are virtual. And I will say I am less exhausted with my virtual
Oh, okay.
because
that's good to
everything's
know.
right there within arm's reach.
Yeah.
As long as you understand how to do the technology piece, it's not bad.
Well, and that's going to be the problem, is the technology piece.
I
But I
understand.
know I can still, you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Girl, I'm older than you. I heard when you started kindergarten. I started before you. So, yeah, so you can do it for sure. Yeah, it was exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all
We're
for
so glad
inviting.
you came.
Yes,
This has been
was
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Thanks,
sure.
ladies.
Well, thank you. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.